What's happening, Taurus? Thanks for joining me. This is your three-card tarot spread for mid-November 2019. Gosh, I can barely remember what month it is, let alone what day it is. Good Lord. I know it's Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday. I really do. Okay, so three-card tarot for Taurus, and here we go. First card out of the pack today is the Queen of Swords. So, decisions. But the Queen of Swords, she's a wise woman. And you don't have to be a woman for this to happen to you, but there's feminine energy here. The decisions are around not just the esoteric, not just the feminine aspect, shall we say, but actually about the whole of life. And this character is actually being a queen, you know, she's very senior, and she's sitting pretty, you know. She may not be the wisest character, but she does have a lot of wisdom around her, and we can just see the bird flying up in the sky there, showing that, you know, the heart can fly on angel's wings if it really needs to. So there is a choice to make. It's important to make that choice as well. It's a cold, chilly day in UK, so I don't absolutely have to go out sawing wood, but I'm going to, because that way tonight's going to be better, tomorrow's going to be better. You know what I mean? Think about making that decision. Maybe even think about making that move, Taurus. But there we go. We will move on and have a look at what else the deck has to offer us today in this reading. I'm making these shorter at the moment just because you get less waffle that way, and it tends to focus my mind, and I hope it makes it a bit easier for you guys to focus on the readings and the messages as they come. All right, middle card number one, the Magician. Yet more positivity. You've got a figure of 8 in the picture there, and lots of some low-hanging fruit, some high-hanging fruit. It's easy to get hold of the low-hanging fruit, but the Magician really needs all his skills to actually reach high and get to the higher-up stuff, which tends to be really nice because it's been getting the sun more. Speaking of the sun, it's a very golden image, this, and the figure of 8 says, as above, so below. So we're looking at spiritual fruition coming along, and we're looking at real positive direction here, because the Magician is always the master of his own destiny, and either you are that, Taurus, or that's what you need to be. Different strokes for different folks, so do have a think about that. There's a cup here, so you know that there's a certain amount of wishing well aspect to this, shall we say. But the Magician has this double-ended wand, and when I was in the habit of making wands, I could never sell the ones with double. I used to try and copy this wand and make them, and I made them out of yew trees and all sorts, but people always definitely wanted the one with a point on the front and a ball on the back. Well, you know, whatever, but that's all come into my head, because what I really need to say to you is be individual if you need to be. You really can be. It's number one in the major arcana. It's close to your heart. It's close to your life. Very close to where you're going. And although it's not the absolute beginning of the journey, it is actually very early on in it. And it's time to kind of, not just to make decisions, but to decide that you have actually got what it's going to take to go forward. Because you have. The universe doesn't throw anything at us until we are ready to handle it, my friends. Okay, so let's have the third card in this spread for the sign of Taurus for mid-November 2019, and it is the Three of Wands. Okay, now this is not massively conclusive card, but it actually can be, because this guy's looking out to sea. He sees 3 ships, and they're not going to come sailing by, they're going to come sailing in. They're his ships. He's done the preparation work, and that is indicated by the progress that we see just from it being a wand card, and the fact that there are leaves on the trees there. And again, like the Magician card we had a second ago, it's absolutely golden. So maybe you're concerned about what's going to, are you really going to have any success from the work you've put out there? Well, if you really believe you can, you will, because there's no reason why those 3 ships are going to be empty when they get in. It's just something that he thinks might happen. It's, it's concern. Sometimes you've got to speculate money on something, you've got to put effort into something, and you're not really sure if it's going to pay off. But if you've got all your ducks in a row, and you really are, like the Magician, the master of your own destiny, then as above, so below, the figure 8 of eternity kicks in, and the help will be there to make it happen. Okay, short and sweet there. Let's do an oracle card just to see where we're going with this as well, just for a bit of extra significance, because no point whistling it all off in seconds when there's plenty you can do. And here we have the protection card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters here, very angelic looking characters. So that's picking up on the as above, so below thing in a big way. And we can see a great eclipse going on in the sky there. But whenever the sun or the moon is darkened, it always comes back to life and back into the light very soon. And that's the idea for you guys, Taurus. Okay, loads of purple healing colour there, so it's all looking good. And it says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Okay, so I will leave that in your capable hands and in your capable minds. Just keep on going with the flow. The flow's looking pretty good when we get the magician in the centre there, and that's a reminder that you've got the strength, you've got the mental, physical and spiritual tools you really need to keep moving. Okay, hope you're having a good Mercury retrograde, by the way. Don't worry about it, it's getting less intense all the time. Thumbs up please if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me a comment if you'd like to, because I always like reading them. And subscribe, tap the bell so you don't miss anything, and I'll be along again very soon. Peace.